Everyone, I'm your Tajbash. In this video, I'm going to talk about installing Docker on Ubuntu, Docker engine on Ubuntu, and additionally, I'm going to install Portainer. And after that, I'm going to talk about a container named Watchtower. Actually, Docker itself creates us an environment for deploying some applications named containers. They are separated themselves, and each container, as you can see here, each container is separated from other containers. It's related to the separation of them. They can talk to each other by network means or by file means, but anything, but it's not related to our video. You can check out the differences of containers and virtual machines, and but we are going to talk about installing Docker itself. After that, for managing the Docker using a web application, I'm going to use Portainer. Portainer is a web UI for managing container, images, networks, and anything else in your Docker environment. And the third tool I'm going to talk about is a container named Watchtower. Watchtower will check each image in the Docker and will fetch the latest version, so it will update your container automatically. It's no need for you to update the containers. It will do it automatically. So this is the big picture of what are we going to talk about. Okay, let's click the open board and talk about installing Docker engine on Ubuntu. There are several ways to install it in Ubuntu. My version is 22.04 or Ubuntu Jammy. I'm going to use the default commands by Docker itself. First of all, it's going to purge any remained Docker tool. So I have purged them before, and there is no tool available for now. Okay, and I'm going to use Docker's apt repository to install the Docker. First of all, it will update the apt repositories. After that, we'll use CA certs. Again, you may notice that there is something here, download.docker.com, Linux Ubuntu Jammy in release, because I have added it before, but I'm going to do all the steps again, and I'm going to fresh install Docker. So here is the steps. I'm going to do the next command, execute the next command, okay. And the commands should copy it all by once, because it's one line command but separated by some lines. It's okay. And again, sudo apt update. So now I have configured the apt repository of Docker, and now I can use sudo apt install to install Docker, Docker CE, Docker CE CLI, Containerd, Docker buildx plugin, and Docker compose plugin. It's needed to download 91 megabytes of data, so I'm starting its installation. Okay. Let's copy the next command to test if the Docker is installed successfully or not. It creates the services. You can manage the services, for example, sudo service docker status. It's actually running, and as you can see, the installation has stopped. For now, I'm going to you should use sudo for running Docker commands. Actually, there are some ways to run the Docker by normal user, but it's better to use it with super user. As you can see, hello from Docker, so the container is fetched and downloaded and ran very good. And these commands, as it says, test the Docker installation. Okay, so now I'm going to install Portainer. Actually, Community Edition. I'm going to install Portainer's Community Edition. From the site, first of all, I'm going to create a volume named Portainer Data, and after that, I'm going to run it. But I don't know why the port 9000 is for its HTTP daemon and 8000 is not for HTTP, but I'm adding port 9000 to its command and run it with sudo. Actually, you can see it here. If you require HTTP port 9000, you can add a mapping between your hosts 9000 and containers 9000. Actually, I can do another thing. For example, I can map my default HTTP port to 9000. So let's see what's happening. Oh, port 80 is used by another daemon. Let's check if my Nginx is working or not. Again. Oh, now the image has been, the container has been created. I should remove it first, and again, sudo docker container rm the ID. Again. Okay, the container has been created. So let's check if it's working or not. It's Portainer. Because I have installed it before, you can see that it does not ask for any password. So let's. This is the hello world that I have run it. I'm going to remove it. In dashboard, I clicked on containers, In containers, I'm going to remove the hello world, and in volumes, the Portainer data was available, and because of that I couldn't show you the installation process, but let me do the process again. Sudo docker container stop, let's paste it here, container stop, the ID, and I want to container remove this container. Okay, sudo docker volume remove Portainer, what was the name? Portainer underline data. Okay, so the Portainer data was removed, and I can do the steps again. I created docker volume. I'm going to bind port 80 to 9000, and it seems okay. Let's check if it's going to ask me about creating a username. Yes, the username is admin. You can use any password you like, but it should have 12 characters long. I don't want to anonymous statics be sent to Portainer. I'm creating the user, creating get started, and it connects to my local Docker, and as you can see, only the Portainer is running for now, and there are 3 ports published, and my host port and the Portainer port. This is Portainer port, this is host port, this is host port, this is host port, this is Portainer port. So the last step is install Watchtower. The process for automating Docker container based image updates. It's very useful. You can run it very easily with just this command. Sudo. If you want to check it, it will check the image each 24 hours, but you can add some parameters to the command and make it to check it faster. Let's actually I forgot the arguments, so let's check it here. Okay, it has a run once, which only runs one. It's what's timing? Something about timing. Time zone, no. By the no, run once, rolling restart. Okay, it seems that I couldn't find it for now, but it was something to start schedule, something like that. For now I couldn't find it, but it's okay. If I find more, maybe I could find it. Okay, for now, let's just check the issues. Hi. No. Okay, let's forget it. So it will pull the Watchtower image, and as you can see in Portainer, it has downloaded Watchtower and created its container. Now it's starting. Let's check its log. As you can see, the first check will be performed in 23 hours. I was looking for this. I wanted to check in 3 seconds or 30 seconds, not 24 hours, but it's okay for now. The main point for Watchtower is that is this part. Let me show you. Watchtower, where is it? Container selection. Okay. If you add this label to your containers, they will not be updated by Watchtower. com.centrylink.labs.watchtower.enable equals false. Let's again find the hello world. Okay, and the hello world container is created here, but let's change its name to hello world. But I want to change its label to not updated by Watchtower. So I'm going to duplicate edit this container, and I'm going to add a label by this name, and the value is false. Again, I'm going to deploy the container. It will replace the original container. Waiting for it. Okay, so as you can see, now it has a label to false, and it will not be updated by Watchtower, and it is the output of the hello world. Okay, it's enough, I suppose. We have talked about installing Docker in Ubuntu. We have talked about managing containers, images, and other things with Portainer, and we have talked about Watchtower, a container for self-update the other images in your Docker. Okay, I'm going to remove both containers and just show you for example, this part. I have a video about Docker Web Search Engine. You can check out my YouTube in the link appeared above, and I'm going to remove all the images. It will release more space in my disk. As you can see, this is my disk usage, so I'm going to forcefully remove them, remove the image. Now as you can see, more space added to my system, so the image has been Renew. Volume, there is no other volumes than Portainers, and this is it. Okay. Till next video, have a good time and goodbye.